Uh, but we'll say hello to No Name, Ryu, BMC, Joey, John. Joey, I don't know if you haven't figured this out yet, but I don't understand jokes 90% of the time. Hey Bishop, hi Lawrence, hi guys, hi guys. We should be rolling up on this one now too. And hi Morgan, hi Cinnabon. Last one to get started is, of course, the TikTok streets. TikTok gotta be the most complicated for all of the reasons. How about the whirlwind of absolute craziness today? Did anybody like keep up with that, watch it, listen in on anything? It was something. I unfortunately went through the process of actually listening to that speech, and there were so many moments where I just went, what of what brand? What brand did I say? Asda. Did I say a brand? What did I miss? What did I miss? Hello everyone again. We'll say hello a couple of times. All right, sweet. We're already getting a TikTok creator raid. Good. Don't turn on your TV. I mean, you don't have to turn on your TV to find it. Unfortunately, it's part of the problem. This is the gist of the speech that I understood. Okay. Immigration, that is the problem everyone is facing. You'll lose your country if you don't manage immigration. Yeah. I'm not familiar enough with the manufacturing of weapons, so couldn't tell you about that one. There we go. Hey, headshot. I can't remember what name you said I could call you. See, I told you I would forget. Hi from that. Thank you, smart ones from the Purple app. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. Asda? Okay. Asda, you'll have to tell me if I say your name wrong. Hey Moose, and thanks, Real Savior. Hey Chris, I think I already said that one. I'm doing good. It's Tuesday. I forgot it was Tuesday, which is probably it was actually an issue. I was supposed to do something else today and I missed it. I forgot. My bad, my bad. I'll make up for it on Friday. That's how it always goes, you know? Just do an extra day. Do an extra day. But yeah, mostly what I learned today is that yes, immigration is the root of all evil, apparently. That's what we learned today. Hopefully no one may, because I don't like, you know, beating anyone up. It's odd. Ozda Walosi. Oh, that's cool. Ozda Walosi. Okay, cool. I got it. All right, guys. Sorry. Practicing saying a name. Sounds good to me. We're doing great. If I sound too loud, guys, let me know. No, I went to the wrong account again. Okay. I adjusted my my volumes and whatnot, so I might sound too loud. I don't really know for sure. Yes, we survived the rapture. that. I love people. They say silly stuff. We looking. We love a good corgi butt. The rapture did not come, guys. Well, we have the option that it could be tomorrow. Let's be clear. There is the option that, or the potentiality that, oh, guys, I just realized this. Haha. There we go. I didn't have the background going on. Nobody told me I didn't have the background going on. Luckily, I can just click it and it changes. That's for when I record a video. I have nothing on the background for obvious reasons. It came and went, that nothing happened. Listen, the rapture or the end of days, because it's not called the rapture, okay? The end of days will occur randomly. It's not able to be predicted. If there is a true end of days where the believers go back with Christ, then it is unable to be predicted. So, sorry, not sorry, there was no rapture today. But I would like to see something. Yes. Oh, thanks, Blank. I don't, oh, goodness me. I'm not even in the right spot yet. That was my bad. Yes, observing. Yeah. Yay. You know, Working Bum, that's a great question. Working Bum said, "Are we sure it didn't happen? Maybe everyone is bad." There is that potentiality, but I think all of the kids would be missing, specifically little babies, because they're innocent. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
35.
35. Cool. Are you still supporting Trump?
No.
No? All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Oh, you hung up on your own. I was getting there. Very interesting. Happy Rapture Day, guys. See, this is where we're at. Ooh, that was pretty. Guys, I wish I still have to make the video compilation of all the cool TikTok gifs that unfortunately the tubes and the purple app don't get to see. But they are pretty. I've downloaded some of them. I gotta go through like 2 weeks of video and find the other ones. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
This guy just calls in and does that very loudly. It's very annoying. So I thought I'd let him sit on quiet. See how long it takes to hang up or something? Yes.
Hello.
Oh, he does it again. Ooh. Odd. Give it a full minute here. We're at 45 seconds. Oh, he hung up on his own at 50 seconds when I didn't talk to him. Heck yeah, success! Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
That's a weird question. 31.
Awesome. Well, it's TikTok terms of service. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I would say yes, I am.
You would say, yes, you are. Okay. And are you willing and able to accept that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
How so?
Well, this isn't a how so yet. This is just a yes or no question. I'm trying to gauge you a little bit here. So, would you are you able to acknowledge that Donald Trump is lying in any way, however you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. I'd be willing to accept it.
Cool. Can you think of 3 lies that he's told just in his current administration?
Nope, not off the top of my head.
Not off the top of your head. Okay. Gosh. All right. So where should I start? Is there Are we still experiencing inflation?
I would say yes.
Well, Donald Trump keeps saying that he's ended inflation.
Has he said that? He's come out right out and said that. I
Yes.
ended. He said
Today.
I ended.
Yep.
What was the exact quote?
I ended inflation.
He said I ended inflation.
Yeah.
All right, then he's right.
Wait, I didn't see the butterfly. Sorry. Um so just yes, he's right because he said he ended inflation, so therefore it must be true.
If he said it, it's true.
What's the inflation rate according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
Couldn't tell you.
It's 2.9%.
And what does that mean exactly?
It went up from the month of July going into August. In July it was 2.7 and it went up 0.2%.
How would it work? Okay, all right. And what is another lie he told?
Oh, I mean, I just want to also be clear with everybody. August last year, so August 2024, inflation was at 2.5%. So we're up year over year. Another lie that he told. Oh goodness, there were so many. Ah, gosh, is coal beautiful and clean?
What was that?
Is coal beautiful and clean?
It's cold, beautiful, and clean.
Coal, COAL.
Is coal beautiful and clean?
Yeah.
No.
Nope. Donald Trump says it is. He says, in fact, I tell, like, in fact, no one in my administration can say the word coal by itself. They have to say clean, beautiful coal.
Good impression.
No, it's absolutely horrible, and even I admit it myself. But the cadence is there, and that's what's important.
Good, pretty good impression.
Yeah.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
What is something that a conservative might agree with a Democrat on? That's what I'm conflicted on. I none of your values align with mine, and I try to think about, what common ground do we have? I can't find anything.
Let's try. This one should be easy. There is no correlation causation that proves that taking Tylenol as a pregnant woman causes autism in children.
Okay,
That should be something that's obvious, right?
and that's a common belief within conservatives.
After yesterday, I think so.
That I don't know. I think you're more educated on this, but I'm just talking
Oh,
core
okay.
principles.
Sure. How about respecting women?
Sure. I don't think conservatives think you should not respect women.
Okay. How about the right to freedom of speech is an enumerated right guaranteed in the Constitution?
Yeah, freedom of speech, of course.
Sure. Awesome. So why is Donald Trump actively trying to take away freedom of speech from one party?
I don't think he is.
Really? He didn't say that he was going to start going after individuals or news agencies that talk negatively about him. Oh, you hung up. Okay. Third motion passes. What motion were we voting on in the purple app? What did I miss? Oh yeah, I should have read that one. My bad. My bad, Xennial. Should have read that one. People are so odd. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes. Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
18.
Sorry, I don't talk to 18-year-olds. Can my twin speak? Sure, 1 second. Hi guys, it's just me again. It's just me. And it sounds over the phone. The microphone is crisp. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How old are you? Oh, you hung up. Thank you. I think that's supposed to be text 9. Thank you for the GG. I don't know, guys. Oh yeah, yeah. So let's go through. Just so you know, guys, if you didn't, hey, Goku, this. Oh gosh. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
The MAGA support hotline. Oh, yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. How old are you?
22.
All right. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I think so.
You think so? Or you know so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And are you willing and able to admit today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Sure, but like I feel like every politician probably has, right?
Oh, I mean, that's true, but that's not the point. Can you tell me 3 lies that you believe Donald Trump has told in his current administration?
I like the last one you said about how coal is clean, because it isn't.
Yeah, it's true. It's not clean.
Yeah. I had a coworker. I don't know if this one is even true, but he was saying that what was it? The like wind powered energy doesn't work or something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he loves talking about how wind-powered energy doesn't work. And yet we see it all across Europe, and it works just fine. He also says solar energy doesn't work, and again, solar energy works all across Europe to a high degree. It's crazy. You like to the point where if you were in, let's say, the United Kingdom or France, Germany, whatever, you could walk or you could go to a department store to purchase a solar panel instead of purchasing it from specific manufacturers like we have to do here in the United States. You can buy it from department stores.
Okay, honest question here. Do you think Europe is doing a better job than the United States is right now?
On what metric?
Just in general. I mean, let's say energy for this matter.
Energy? I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'll be
You don't
honest.
think?
No, I just said I'm not sure.
Okay.
I would say as far as like their citizens' happiness or even like let's say um women's rights in other countries, they're doing better off than the United States.
Have you ever been, just purely out of curiosity, nothing more than that,
Have I ever been?
Europe, like
Yeah.
any country in Europe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, which one?
Ireland, Greece,
Oh, nice, nice.
the United Kingdom. Sorry, England,
Oh yeah.
Germany.
Oh, that's my pick. I have to go there.
Yeah. All right. So what lies do you think you're not able to accept that Donald Trump is telling?
Not able to accept?
Yeah. So like you wouldn't believe me if I said they were lies. Like what is something that you believe is absolutely true that he said?
Something that I believe is absolutely true that he said. Good question. Dude, I live up in Canada, so don't hear much about it anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, man.
Oh, yeah. Take
Gosh.
care, eh?
Okay. Bye.
Hey.
Oh, someone says I can't tell them where I've been. Do you know where Stuttgart is, Ale? Have you ever been to London? How about Dublin, Cork, Galway, Kinvara? And when I went to Greece, I stayed in Athens the entire time. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. And are you still supporting Trump?
I am supporting. Yeah, I voted Republican for the first time in my life in 2024.
Okay. So, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am still supporting the Trump administration over what would have been had I voted for
No.
Kamala.
I guess people. I don't think. See, I never think that this question is hard until somebody does this. So let me
Well,
try this again. So we're 8 months now. 8 months into Donald Trump's administration. Okay, full 8 months. There's no one else to necessarily support. There is no other party in power. It's the Republican Party in power right now. They have the majority in the House. They have the majority in the Senate. They have the majority in SCOTUS, and almost all of Donald Trump's administration are career Republicans. Okay. So now when I'm asking you, are you still supporting Donald Trump? Let's start from there. He's been in office for 8 months. 8 months into this, are you still supporting Donald Trump? Because there's no alternative here, sir.
no, there's no alternative right now. So I would say I'm still supporting Trump.
Okay. Do you think that maybe you have the option to not support?
Well, every 4 years you can vote Republican or Democrat. And as I said, I mean, I voted Democrat. I used to vote Green Party a lot. And then I voted Democrat in a few elections. I voted for Hillary. I voted for Biden. And then I voted for Trump for the first time. And I think, if I may just elaborate a little bit more, I think one thing that you might be missing is that, and I wanted to tell you this because I just was listening to your call with the Canadian who you just got off the phone with there. And I think that I can't speak for the Canadian guy at all, but I think that something that a lot of people are missing is that many people like myself, I didn't really vote for Trump. I voted
I
anti-Democrat.
don't really care why you voted for Trump. See, do you
okay.
see how I asked you, like, do you still support him? And then I even tried to make you stand 10 toes down that you're still supporting him now, 8 months into his administration. I don't
Sure.
care why anyone voted for Donald Trump anymore. We're almost 10 months out. We're just over 10 months out from the election, right? We're almost a year out from the election. Why you cast your vote for the man really doesn't mean anything anymore. If we were like still in January and he had just got it
Interesting.
started in his administration, sure, we could still
Okay.
talk about why you voted for him and
Well,
what
I
you hope to
still
see.
support not supporting the Democrats. So
Gotcha.
by
So
that,
you
yeah.
basically what you're telling me is that you're not actually supporting anything. You're just not, you're standing against something. So you don't stand for anything.
No, I stand for a bunch of stuff. I mean, I was trying to elaborate on my answer. I told you I voted for
I mean,
the
I don't
Green
really
Party.
care why you voted or who you voted
How old
for
are
in the
you,
past.
by the way? How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay. So have you been voting Democrat for your whole life?
No. For president, yes, because unfortunately my main only options have ever been Donald fucking Trump, and I've never agreed with a single one of his
How have
policies
your
that he's
only
ever
options?
put up.
If you're 33,
Yeah, I said
Then
my
you had
only options have mainly for president have mainly been Donald Trump, right? The last 3 elections have been just Donald Trump, the Republican candidate, right? You would agree with that?
well, yeah, but I'm only
Right,
4
and then
years
if we
older
look
than
at
you.
Mitt Romney when he was running in 2012, he because I actually, unlike a lot of people, when I was in high school, I actually read through the ACA because I was in speech and debate, so I had to learn all about it in order to talk about it in my speech and debate topics when I was in high school. Okay, so when Mitt Romney was running and was like, the ACA is nothing like what we had in Massachusetts and blah, blah, blah. He was literally a laughing stock, and I got to laugh at Mitt Romney
Mm.
when he ran against Obama. So, yeah, no, I have not voted a Republican for president. However, I'm sure people should know this name. Well, at least one of the names. We have Tom Tillis, Gregory Murphy. Those are both Republicans that are actively sitting in Congress right now.
Okay.
So I hope that helps.
Sure. Yeah. Does it
Sure.
help you understand
Yeah.
why I support Donald Trump?
Nope, because that has nothing to do with it. So are you able to
Oh,
admit at
okay.
any point in time that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Well, right. I was going to try to answer that question. So there's one lie that you said to the previous caller. You said, is there something that you're 100% sure that Donald Trump is not lying about?
No, I was
Can
just
I try
trying to
to?
see, like, no, I'm asking you, can you admit that Donald Trump is actively lying in his current administration? This is a simple yes or no question.
No, I don't think that he's lying about anything.
Oh, so you can't even think of 3 lies that he's told while he's been in office for 8 months. Not even 3.
No, I don't think that I no, I don't think that he's telling a lot of lies.
Gotcha. Has he ended 7 wars?
Uh, I think. I mean, I have to look it up. I'm not sure what that claim is referring to. Did you know that
He
there
said
was
it
recently a?
today.
Yeah, I know. I listened to the speech of the UN. But you know, there was a ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia.
That he had nothing to do with. I don't know if you're aware of this, but 3 days before Thailand and Cambodia met in Malaysia, Donald Trump, and Thailand admits this, called up Thailand prime minister and was like, "Hey, I'm willing to negotiate the ceasefire for you." And Thailand unequivocally told him, "No, no, right? Full stop. No, we're not meeting with you," and met in Malaysia instead. He had nothing to do with their ceasefire.
Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that he was what he was referring to.
Yeah, he's just taking
The White
credit
House
because
released a
he
list of
gets so
conflicts he seems
Donald
to have
Trump gets a
resolved.
participation trophy is what he's looking for. Because he's like, well, I made the phone call to be like, hey, Prime Minister of Thailand, I will happily host a negotiation so you can end your skirmish with Cambodia. Are you interested? He wants a participation trophy for picking up the phone and being like, I want to help you end the war. What's that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about that particular claim. I was going to try to answer your question about the one thing that I'm sure that he's not lying about, because I thought that might help you understand why people are voting for Donald Trump or supporting Donald Trump.
Sure. Why?
Well, the one thing that I'm sure that he's not lying about is that he is a racist. I don't believe that he is a racist, and a lot of people said that Trump is a racist. That's one of the main reasons that I voted against him back in 2016, was that I was afraid that he was a white supremacist. And then over the years, starting in 2018, 2019, 2020, I saw a lot of people getting called out for white supremacy who were not white supremacists. And then I was actually called out for white supremacy based on some stuff that I could elaborate if you're interested, but I won't take the
No.
time now. Yeah. Well, so just for the purposes of my answer, I'm not a white supremacist. I don't identify as a white supremacist. I'm an anti-racist person. But I was still called out as a white supremacist by a bunch of people online who never took the time to speak to me, which you're doing, which is, I think, admirable, at least taking the time to speak to people, which is cool. But when I was getting called out as a white supremacist, knowing that I was not a white supremacist, it made me think twice about all the other people who I had accused of racism over the years. My dad being one of them, Donald Trump being one of them, other Republicans in my life who I had said, if you support Donald Trump, you're supporting white supremacy. You're on the same side as white supremacists. And over the years, 21, 22, 2023, I started thinking that that was a big bullshit lie. And it made me wonder about what else the Democrats might be lying about. So I know there's a lot of focus on Trump's lies and the consistency of Trump's claims. I think there's inconsistency on both sides. I know you're not supposed to use that phrase, but I think that the one-sidedness that I was experiencing in my Democrat progressive peer group made me feel like we weren't living in the same reality, and that's why I still support Donald Trump. And I think that whatever claim you think he's lying about, I would just say, if it's something I don't know about, I'm happy to learn more about it, read multiple sources or whatever. But I think that, if somebody, like, I don't know who you're saying is saying that he's lying, but I think that a lot of people have said a lot of lies about Trump over the years, a lot of lies about Republicans, that all Republicans are racist and stuff like that. And that's the main reason that myself and a lot of other people voted for Trump in 2024.
Gotcha. Can you tell me what a black job is?
A black job?
Yeah.
What is a typical black job? I don't know. Working at the DMV?
Are immigrants stealing black jobs?
Are immigrants stealing black jobs? Possibly. I think that there are a lot of illegal immigrants who are working and receiving tax dollars. And I just heard that Maura Healey in Massachusetts is giving $30,000 per family. And they're also eligible for $4,000 in EBT. So that's an immigrant family gets $30,000. In the state of Maine, where I live, they're giving 2 years free rent. So they get a furnished apartment for 2 years, rent paid, all the furniture paid, and then they get thousands of dollars, $4,000 a month in EBT, and that's all tax dollars. So
Gotcha.
I think that there's a lot of stuff going on
Yeah,
that I'm not
I know
sure
you're
about.
just like going on a tangent. Did Kamala Harris just turn black?
Kamala Harris used a fake voice. Sometimes she used like an
No,
alternative
that's not the
voice.
question that I asked you.
Oh, did
I
she
asked
recently
you,
start identifying as black?
did-
Yeah, I thought she was like South Indian or something. South Indian and Jamaican. So that's not Black American. Do you know about ADOS? Do you know that term, ADOS, ADOS?
So you're telling me
wondering if
that
you know that
somebody
term.
I'm sorry. So are you telling me that somebody that's from Jamaica, someone that is Afro-Jamaican, it cannot be a Black American in the United States when they come to the United States of America?
Well, this is a very tricky question. That's why I'm wondering if you know this term ADOS, ADOS, because both of us are white people. But ADOS, it stands for American Descendants of Slavery. And a lot
Okay.
of Black Americans get
Yeah,
kind
that
of
would be Afro.
territorial.
That would fall under Afro-Indigenous as well, sir. So that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you very specifically, are you saying someone that is Afro-Jamaican cannot be Black in the United States of America?
No, they're black skin, but it's different from being ADOS, like a Black American. Like the guys I went to high school with are not the same as somebody whose parents are from Jamaica.
I'm sorry, did Jamaica not have slavery?
I think it did, but I think that it depends.
And so when you say American, or sorry, what was the A in ADOS again?
American Descendant of Slavery.
Awesome. Now, sorry, America is broken up into 2 continents, correct?
Right.
Cool. Just making sure we're at least on that. Let's see.
Did you grow up with a lot of Black people? Where are you from?
I'm from all over. I've moved around a lot.
Where did you go to high school?
Again, I've moved around a lot. I've lived in Central Texas. I've lived in South Texas. I've lived in North Texas. I've lived in 3 different places in Colorado. I've lived in North Dakota. I've lived in 5 different places in North Carolina, and I currently live in Florida. Does all of that help you out? Like, I've moved around a lot. I grew up around a lot of people.
North Carolina and Florida is good. I'm just wondering if you lived in like a place with a lot of Black people. Like I went to high school
Yes,
in Washington,
sir.
D.C.
I did. Yeah, I actually
Okay.
like where I was in Central Texas was very mixed. Like we had people of all skin colors.
So are you familiar? There are Black Americans who are critical of illegal immigration.
Yeah, no, I just want to be clear with you on like I don't care. That wasn't the point I was trying to make. You were making a claim that Donald Trump isn't racist, and these are all phrases that Donald Trump said in front of the NC oh gosh, what are they called? Sorry.
NCAA,
No, not the
NAA,
NCAA.
NAACP,
Nope, not the NAACP.
NCAA, not the
No.
NCAA.
The no, it's the National Association of Black Journalists, so NABJ.
The NABJ.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I don't think that those claims are. I
Yeah.
don't think that that's
So Donald
racist.
Trump literally said in front of a town hall full of black individuals, said that Kamala Harris just turned black. Forgetting the fact that, again, you can be black and be from Jamaica. Her father was Afro Jamaican. He was black. Okay. Her mother is Indian, so she's South Asian. And the reason why it was so heavily reported on when she was elected as a California senator that she was of Asian descent is because she was the very first Asian American woman to ever be voted in to a position of senator at the congressional level, at the federal level. Does that make sense? And so I find it very interesting when people bring up this point because you can actually find news articles that were posted back to back days in when she was actually campaigning to be a senator. I think it was in August or September of 2016 when she was campaigning, where they talked about her East Asian heritage. And then the very next day, they posted about her Black American heritage. Wow, isn't that funny? She's literally always claimed to be black. She went to a historically black college, right? The HBCUs, right? She went to one of those. She was a part of a sorority where it was mostly black women. Wow, what a fucking concept, right? Like, she was black, and the fact that you purported every single shit that Donald Trump said, and you even had, when I asked you, what is a black job? The answer is any job. It's not, what is a job that I typically see black people working? And then you say the DMV, dude. I understand why people might have accused you of being racist. And I find it very interesting that you had actually, I don't find this part interesting, but it's very telling that somebody would in fact call you racist because I have black people in my comment section yelling at you, telling you that you are in fact racist because of the shit that you just said. Right. Luckily,
Why? Because
we're
I
not
said a
on any
black
kind of
job at the
platform where we can
DMV?
see your face because, dude, you said some hootenanny all up in there. And, like, no holds bar.
Wait,
You
what
had
did
no
I
problem
say?
saying it. I literally just went through everything, so I can tell you're not listening.
Because I said the DMV?
What did you say before you said the DMV?
I said, I don't know. I can't think of a black job.
No, you didn't say that. There was something you said in between there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
you said, what is a job that I typically see black people, mostly black people working in? And then you said the DMV. Like, you are
It's
the
just a
one who
day.
said it, not me, right? And then I just asked you about, like, are immigrants stealing black jobs? And you went to consider, yeah, you said a typical black job. Yeah, that's literally what you said, a typical black job. And then you went to, like, when we were talking about immigrants, you went down this whole line of absolute fucking lies that's been debunked to hell and back. And I don't know where
What
people
is
are
the
been
lie?
living,
Wait,
where people
what
have
is
been
the
living
lies
under
that
a
have been
rock. And then you also purported the fact, acting like you come from a place of knowledge and talking about the ADOS, and then also making a claim that therefore, if you're from any other country outside of the United States of America, and you're a black person living in the United States of America because you weren't descended from an American slave owner, someone that was owned as an American slave, that therefore you can't be black in America. And if you are not black, you don't get to tell anybody that because that's only a certain segment of the black community that
I'm
has
just
that
telling you
belief
something
system.
that I heard
And you're
from.
obviously a white person. You've made that claim when you talked about white supremacy and all of that stuff, right? You were the one that made that claim. You don't get to dictate that. You are not black. You are pasty skin color just like me. And you admitted that you don't get to say that kind of thing.
I don't have
Point
pasty
blank,
skin.
period. But you decided to go ahead and say it out of your mouth with your full chest the entire time, and you still couldn't even admit that somebody that is from Jamaica and they're Afro-Jamaican could in fact be a black person in America.
So this
Sorry,
is
bro.
because of
Hector, you missed a lot. Oh, Amy, did somebody not understand that if you're from India, it's East Asia, and you're East Asian? Like, normally I don't go down this whole racist shit, but I just wanted to talk about the fact that he was like, Donald Trump isn't racist. That's the one thing I know he's not lying about, that he's 100% not racist. And it's just like, okay, we'll just go down his stuff. And then your answers themselves tell on you, sir. You told on yourself. I did hang up on him. Yeah. Starch, thank you for the 5. Okay, so if MAGA is worried about the Great Replacement and Latin America is 85% Christian, we're more worried about Christian. Starch, I don't know if you heard Donald Trump today, but just so you're aware, the Christian faith is the most, what is it? There's a word for it. They're the most attacked religion in the world right now. And thank you for the, let me see. I want to look up that one. DKK2SD. Danish. Okay, I've seen that one before. Thank you for the Danish krone. Dick says, hi from DK. Y'all deserve healthcare and holidays. I agree. Dude, I totally agree. I need some universal healthcare. It's ridiculous. And then we have, you must have an incredible amount of patience to deal with people's ignorance or idiocy. Always entertaining. Love your show. Thank you, Mark, for the 5. I appreciate that so much. Krusty, keep up the good work. Trump misled or lied 30,000 times between 2017 to 2020. And also to say Trump isn't racist is hilarious. These MAGAs are cooked. And thank you for the Australian $7.99. Thank you, Tex, for the 100 for 2 joules. And yes, Feisty, I absolutely agree. Donald Trump is a POS, and so is the last caller. Holy, for fuck's sakes. Guys, over on TikTok, let's get the likes all the way up to, we should already be at 75,000 in the next 4 minutes in all reality. But if you're new here, hit that follow button. Because otherwise, I don't know why you're still sitting here. Hit that follow button. You can hate follow. I don't care. I love hate follows. That same thing goes on the tubes and on the Twitchy. The purple app, like the room, right? Don't forget to hit that follow button. We do have subscriptions available on all of these things. We have memberships available. And we also have super chats. Sorry, TikTok. I love you. Really quickly, over on TikTok, what I would encourage you guys to do, and I can't really say this too loud, but because the subscriptions are now $9.99, go to my link tree. I'm everywhere. Find me there and do it there. It's cheaper. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
26.
26. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You know, not, well, kind of.
Oh, also thank you, Roxy, for the $1 over on the blue app.
I think he's done some good things. I think he puts his foot in his mouth a lot, though.
He does. Open mouth, insert foot a lot of the time. That is true.
He does do that.
Okay, so are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
About what?
Well, I don't know. Let me challenge you to try to think of 3 lies that Donald Trump has told in his current administration.
You know, and off the top of my head, you tell me.
Oh, you can't think of any off the top of your head. Sorry, I thought you were saying you were trying to think. My bad.
No.
Okay. Where can I find evidence of any of these trade deals that he
Trade
says he's
deals.
made?
That's a damn good point. You know, I really don't have too much of an argument for that though.
You're
Let's see.
awesome.
What's something we can debate
I mean, it's not an
is
argument unless it's actually put in writing and then signed off on and then published on the State Department's website. There's no proof that a trade deal was had. Because if it's just a verbal agreement, any country can back out at any time and they don't have to uphold it.
I think what he's doing with the tariff thing is if it
That's,
works, the goal is
I'm not talking
to
about the tariffs,
bring
I'm talking about trade though.
trade deals, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think politicians just lie. I mean, I think that's just I think they don't really I mean I'm sure he's I just
Oh. I had one hand up with the pen and the other one on the book, and he just hung up. Odd. Jay Lee, okay, so I didn't listen to him talk like through his whole speech yesterday. I listened to the one today, and it was pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say today's was worse because he was speaking in front of other world leaders. Yesterday he was just talking to America. But today was worse because immigration, it's the cause of all your issues, and if you don't do something to fix it, you're gonna lose your countries. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes.
Child, go outside and play some games. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
39. Sorry, I
39.
almost forgot for a second.
That's all right. Are you still supporting Trump?
Oh, sorry, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
Are you still supporting Trump?
No, and I'm hoping you'll let me talk for just a little bit.
Okay, you got a second. What's up?
Okay, so on behalf of all Black people, I just want to say that one caller that was trying to justify, I don't know what he was trying to justify with racism, but to all the people in the comments and everything, I'm not Black just because of my skin tone. I'm Black because my history has been blacked out. There's different reasons, Black people want to be Black. Some are Black and proud, some inherit, the Black mindset. There's different reasons for it all. And another thing I just want to put out there is there's no such thing as race. White, Black, those are the only two colors we have that describe people these days. We don't call Asians yellow anymore. We don't call Indians red anymore. And I think it's time we just stop doing that altogether. There's only one human race, and I think the sooner we all accept that, the sooner we can end this conversation with racism. And that's mostly just to the MAGA movement there. So thank you for what you're doing, by the way, and I appreciate you.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Were Asians called? What? Yeah, I didn't think he was either. That did not sound... I will say this, guys. In most countries, they don't really see race in the same way that the United States does. I've never heard of someone that is Asian being called yellow. And the term RED, skins, in reference to Native American or indigenous, is not because of the color of their skin. That's not what that was about. That time the butterfly came. The last time it didn't. Like, oh, goodness me. Yes, it's from a very old practice. I don't... Oh, my gosh. Red, nose red and yellow. I don't know, man. That was odd. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily like a MAGA supporter, but I'm more right-leaning, I would say, in this election. I just wanted to bring up just one topic if I could, but I'd be happy to answer your question first whenever you have. But
We'll try. What's up?
just one thing that people don't talk about. I don't know if you're. I mean, I'm sure you heard about the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation going on at the moment.
Sure, yeah, what's
And
up?
why is it that he gets to do blackface and all these racial things, and he gets a pass for it, and his show gets to go back on air, but Charlie Kirk and all these other guys get labeled immediately as a racist just because of their political beliefs?
Oh no, doing
Why
blackface is absolutely a racist thing. Nobody saw me talking about Jimmy Kimmel, right? Because I didn't give a
No, I'm not
fuck,
saying you
right?
were talking about Jimmy
So
Kimmel.
no, I'm gonna point something out to you. Like doing blackface
Sure.
is in fact racist. That is a thing, right? Like blackface
I
is a
agree.
racist thing that is done. Okay. But when we're talking about again, like, do I need to go through the same questions that I asked another caller and see where you also fall on the spectrum of what it is? And if Donald Trump is in fact racist, because I just went through that thought exercise with another caller who then proved himself to also have the same feelings as Donald Trump. And why do we say that Donald Trump is racist? Because he says racist shit. He has a documented history of racism in the court system, and what he published out in ads, right? So back in the 1970s, actually 1973, him and his father were both brought up on charges by the Housing Commission for denying housing to Black individuals that they had instructed their employees to write the color C on their housing applications, and then they would deny them, right? So he was involved. His name is on that lawsuit, right? So when I say that Donald Trump is racist, he has a history of racism, right? Just like Joe Biden also has a history of racism. Okay. But no one's denying these things. All right. Donald Trump also put out an ad saying that the Central Park Five should all get the unalivement penalty. Right. And then even though they were exonerated and proven that they weren't the ones that attacked the woman, he still refuses to this day to retract his statement about all 5 boys that were not white. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Well,
And
like
he
I said, I
even
don't
met
agree
with
with
one of
everything
them,
that
like
Trump
even
says.
one of them went to a rally, like one of his Trump rallies at the end of 2024 to confront him about it. And he was still like, nah, you're still guilty in his mind.
Like I said, I'm not doubting that Trump he has definitely said some racist, stuff in the past. I'm
Yes,
not
and he
disagreeing with you there.
never apologizes for the things that he says. So therefore, he is still actively racist today, because unless you can admit that you've done something wrong, there is no way that you can be on the road to redemption for your actions. And he says that again. Let's remind everybody what he said. He said point blank that he does not feel like he needs to ask God for forgiveness for any of his actions. So therefore, he doesn't regret anything that he does. He just keeps going with it. He not only says things, but then when he's called out on it, he buckles down. There is zero accountability from him. So because he doesn't hold himself accountable for anything that he says or does, he will always be racist.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't doubt that Donald Trump probably is racist. I mean, I don't disagree with you there. I just wish that they hold. I mean, obviously Jimmy Kimmel is just an entertainer. He's not really a politician, but he does have a large audience that his message reaches. I just wish they would hold him accountable for the things that he did as well. And I'm not really left or right. Like I said, I kind of really stay out of politics. But
not you. Sorry, someone else.
Awesome.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, that's all. I just wanted to really touch upon that. Nobody was really talking about Kimmel, like, doing what the Man Show back in the day was very sexist, and, certain things were really horrific, especially, like, towards women, and he just kind of gets a pass, like, for that, like.
No.
Because
even then, like, I think you missed the part. What did I say that Donald Trump never takes?
Accountability.
Accountability. Correct. So the difference between Donald Trump what sets him apart from individuals such as Jimmy Kimmel or Joe Biden for their prior racial transgressions or their sexist transgressions against women is that these two men have apologized and they've taken accountability
Right.
for their actions. Donald Trump doesn't even think that he needs to square up with God.
Yeah, well, I mean that's insane. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, even at this point, I don't even think an apology from Donald Trump would solve anything. But I do agree with you. Yeah, he should have at least made amends on that point. But all right, yeah, I just wanted to get that point across. But I appreciate your time for today.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate
All right, bye. Tell me you don't understand the depth and origin of race without telling me. Read Race in North America, Origin and Evolution of a Worldview. Okay. I don't know if that's towards me or someone else, but I will add that to my library of stuff. No, I don't think he heard a word I said. Again, accountability is the significant dividing factor between all of these individuals who have shown outward racism. And let's be very clear. I will still say that all of these individuals are racist. We have systemic racism in America, point blank, period. Thank you, Moose. Exactly, Casey. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
How we doing?
Going well. How old are you?
28. How old are you?
Early 30s. Are you still supporting Trump?
Sorry, one more time?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Do you want me to?
I want you to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I support him.
Cool. Can you admit that he's lying to you in his current administration?
I don't know. I don't really watch the news, to be honest. I kind of gave up a while ago.
All right, man. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
32.
32. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let me challenge you on something. Is there anything that you're like unequivocally 100% sure of that Donald Trump is not lying about?
No, 100% no.
Oh.
I mean, he's let's see, damn, that we're coming out with F-47. I don't know. I just wanted to say, because I saw you talking about racism on your show earlier. I just wanted to say that that it's like if people aren't gonna like you in life for whatever reason, so if it's because you're pretty, ugly, smelly, black, white, green, I mean that's just life. And people are gonna hate people for.
I'm not listening to that. I can't. Does anybody know how to get off of a topic that's not your own? Do you have a singular thought of your own that's like actually yours? Or are you just piggybacking off of everyone else's arguments? Are we capable of doing that tonight? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Dude, you hung up on me earlier.
Yeah, because you're not a serious person. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Child, go play a game. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 24.
24. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
What do you mean by he is lying?
Which word do we not understand?
Like, name some examples of him lying.
Of him lying? Donald Trump says that foreign countries are paying the tariff cost to the United States of America.
Well, I mean, in a way, I believe that he is right because in the past, foreign countries have been, putting tariffs on America.
No.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
no
I
one
never got your phone
denies
up.
that foreign countries have put tariffs on the United States. No one denies that. That's not what Donald Trump is saying, though. Donald Trump is saying that, let's say we have a 15% tariff on France. He's saying that anytime we buy anything from France and bring it over to the United States of America, that it's the French government directly paying the United States government that 15% tariff.
I see what you mean, and I understand that. But can I say the reason why I support Trump over Kamala Harris real quick?
No, because you could have talked about that, I don't know, like 10 months ago. I don't care about that on September 23rd, 2025. We're now on the fall solstice of 2025. That was like 4 seasons ago that the election happened.
Okay, that's okay. I understand why you don't want to talk about that.
No,
Excuse me, what are your
it's not an
pronouns?
I don't understand. It's a dumb thing to talk about. I'm asking you about Donald Trump and his lies. I'm asking you about the tariffs.
Okay, so basically, I'm sorry, I never got your pronouns, though. Can I know your
She,
pronouns?
her.
That's a shitty fucking pronoun, bitch.
That's a shitty fucking pronoun, bitch. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah. So, what's
Yeah.
your date of birth?
You're awesome.
2025.
2025 is your date of birth? Wow. So you were like born yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you
Nice.
like, I don't know, like 16 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows with your maturity level.
What's wrong with my maturity level?
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
No.
Why? Because it's such a good maturity level. It's like off the charts, you know.
Oh, like off the charts, you know?
Like it's just so high because
It's like just so high, yeah.
Like it's like beyond.
Do you really think that bitch is an insult?
Well, technically, it's a female dog.
I mean, not really. That's just how people have used it and how they've gotten around excusing them saying it.
Well, what does bitch actually mean then?
Oh, it's supposed to be a derogatory term used against women as an insult to multiple different things, whether it's her intelligence level, her attitude, because again, they can't just say, well, they just, can't just say, well, every woman is moody. Wow, you're moody. You're on your period or something like that, right? So it's just, again, like an excuse to try to get away and make it not, not a bad thing anymore by saying, well, actually, I'm just calling you a female dog, which means I'm dehumanizing you by equating you to an animal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why weren't you raptured today?
What? What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
This definitely means that you've not been on the internet long enough to have this conversation. Oh, you hung up on your own, so that's even better. Is there still time to be raptured? Because I don't want to be here anymore, says Politics with Matt. By the way, guys, on the tubes, follow him. Go ahead and comment a couple of times, Matt. On the tubes, hit that follow button. He's trying to go live himself. Or, subscribe on the tubes. I forget about that. Gosh. I hate even debasing myself and going down to a silly accent like that. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 35.
You're 35. And
Yeah.
are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Not really. I think that he hasn't really done what he said he's going to do with mass deportations. I think he's a little soft, actually. I think he's a little liberal for my blood.
Cool. It's not really what I asked you, but thanks.
Yeah, you don't want any.
Don't want any what?
You don't want to debate with me. Like,
No,
you don't want to talk
I'm
about anything
sorry.
of substance.
How long have you been listening in on this, my live?
I've been listening into your garbage for about 10 or 15 minutes. I've
Oh,
listened to
okay.
your,
So then what's the
what does
next
Trump
question that
lied
I
about?
ask? Yeah, okay,
What does
perfect.
Trump
So you
lied
know
about?
the
Do you
next
still
question that I
support?
ask. Awesome.
Yeah, he
That's
lied about mass
fantastic.
deportations. He
He
lied about
lied
mass
about mass
deportations because we're not
deportation.
getting
So
them.
why are you xenophobic?
Yeah. Because America should be for Americans. Like, we got my
Immigration
entire
is
life.
ruining your countries.
Yeah, my entire life, there's been more and more foreigners, and my entire life, the
Why are you
quality of
afraid of
life has
foreigners?
gone down more and
What has
more
a
and more.
singular individual done to you that makes you so afraid of them?
I'm not afraid of
You're not
foreigners.
afraid
I
of
just
them?
want them
Then
to
why are
stay where they're at.
foreigners existing such a problem for you? You do realize that the moment you step out of like anywhere of the outside of the United States of America, you're going to encounter a foreigner. So why are foreigners bad?
They just don't need to come here. I don't need to pay for them to come to
They
my
don't need to
country
come
and hate me.
here?
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
sorry. I don't know why you're still supporting Donald Trump then, because he's the one that paid for South Afrikaner refugees to come into the United States of America. And
Are
if they
you
pass
listening?
a,
Like, I
are
don't
they,
support
and
him. He's
if
too
they,
soft. Like, there's going to
no,
be a day
you
that you
said
people
that
are
you
going to
did support
beg for
him.
Trump back.
You said
You're
that you
going to
did support
beg for
him, so you
Trump back.
lied? Oh,
When we get
wow.
an
I don't,
actual American
see,
in
I don't
there, you're
really
going to
like talking
beg
to
for Trump back.
liars, and I don't like how you just lied
You
to me when
shouldn't
I
talk to
asked you
yourself
if you
then.
were
Like,
still
you shouldn't
supporting
talk to
Donald
yourself
Trump.
then.
Yeah, no, it's just, I don't really like talking to liars who can't even be honest or stand behind
Yeah,
what they
Trump is a
did or what they
pussy.
said. Wow.
Trump
I don't know
doesn't, he
what's
doesn't have the
actually
balls
wrong
to
with
do what
you.
needs to be done.
I hope you go back and are
Trump
you
is a
religious by
shabos.
chance? Are you religious by chance?
He's a shabos.
Are you
Yes,
religious?
I'm a Christian,
Then
and
go back to
I'm
your
against
fucking go back to
Jews,
your
and I'm
church.
against
Go back to your
Muslims, and I'm
church
against
and
Hindus.
ask your preacher
Yeah.
what Jesus said about immigrants. Ask your preacher what Jesus said about immigrants, and then ask him, what does that mean? Did Jesus not say that you should welcome immigrants into your home because you were once an immigrant
No,
in Israel? Or did I miss
no,
that fact? Did
you
Jesus
did miss
not
that.
say that you should actually
You
treat
did miss
people
that.
like you would want
It's
to be
something that
treated,
people who
and
don't
all of
believe
these
in
other
Christ
great things?
often use
You're
against
not religious,
Christians.
sir. In fact, I
Yeah.
think you would not be allowed in heaven. And it's very clear that
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
you're the one with
yeah.
the nervous laughter, not me. It's very obvious how unchristian like
Nobody's
that you
nervous,
are.
girl.
And I think
Nobody's nervous,
it's
girl.
quite embarrassing. It must be quite
You're
embarrassing to be you. And
embarrassing.
I am so
Oh,
sorry that you
Trump
don't know your
lied.
Bible,
Oh,
you don't know your
Trump is a liar.
scripture, you don't know
Biden's a
anything about
liar.
that. This makes sense.
Kamala's a
Oh my God.
liar.
Okay, I know
Obama's a
exactly
liar.
why the rapture didn't come
They're
today. It's
all
because of
liars.
individuals such as him. It is because of individuals such as him. You're exactly the reason why the rapture didn't come today. You're exactly the reason why the world did not end today, right? And
Oh,
like
yeah.
let's
Oh,
let's be clear.
thank
You're
you, then.
Christian in word only because you actually don't follow the word of God. You don't even read your Bible, I
Yeah,
guarantee
I'm
it.
not
I'm
Christian
sure you
because I
don't
don't
know
want
anything about
people
the
from all
Bible.
over
I'm
the
sure you
world to come
also
here
wear
and hate
mixed
us.
fabrics. I'm sure you also eat shellfish. I'm sure you also look at women in a lustful way and you don't pluck out your eyeballs when you know you're because you're not supposed to do
I
that,
bet you
right?
look at
You don't
women in
cut
a
off your
lustful
hand when
way.
it causes you to sin because I guarantee you've shoplifted or anything else in your life.
You're
So
so
you're
triggered right
extremely
now.
not
You're
Christian. So it's
triggered.
okay, sir. I hope that you go to your preacher man and you ask him for forgiveness because you don't know shit. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 37.
You're 37. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes?
Yeah? Awesome. Are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
I would like to ask you, am I live on your stream?
Yeah.
that you're just a troll?
No, because I'm not. I don't live under a bridge. My skin is not green. I'm definitely not tall. I'm only like 4'11". And
Oh,
even then,
great,
like I'm
because
also
trolls are
not
fantastically
actually.
short.
I'm also not really micro size. No, see, I'm talking about bridge trolls. I'm
Well, I
not
didn't
talking
ask
about
if you were a
trollees.
bridge
I'm
troll,
not
did I?
talking about trollees because those are trolleys. Those aren't trolls, sir. Like those are trolleys. I know people don't
You're an
understand like
internet troll.
what that little toy was when you were a kid that had the really long colorful hair, but those were trolleys. Those weren't necessarily troll. I'm talking about the trolls that other people
You're an
recognize,
internet
like they're
troll.
tall, they're big, they're green. I'm none of these things. So I'm definitely just,
Well, I'm
silly
starting to
little white
wonder.
girl.
Maybe you do have green skin.
Really? Guys, is my skin green?
I would love to be watching this live, but I had to pause it so that I could hear you.
Uh-huh. I love how people like to do this when they're calling in anonymously on the internet, where we can't see your face. So you want to call me a troll, but nobody knows what you look like.
I'm not calling you a
Also,
bridge
real quick,
troll. You're the one who said bridge
over
troll.
on the
I'm
YouTube
calling you an
portrait, I'm
internet
gonna
troll.
restart. I'll be right back.
Internet trolls don't really have a skin color.